On this edition of City Focus, the City of Valdosta passes the FY 18-19 budget. Learn about the city and the county's partnership with VSU to study mosquitoes. The Valdosta Fire Department continues to team with the VSU Exercise Physiology class to study the effects of working a fire. GMA awards the city for participating in the Great Promise Partnership. And we talked to members of the Valdosta Police and Fire Department about the Guns vs. Hoses blood drive. These stories and more on this edition of City Focus. Welcome to City Focus. I'm Marcus McConico, the media coordinator for the City of Valdosta. This is the 13th episode of City Focus in 2018. City Focus is your source for what's happening within your government. These are the most important topics that are happening in the city. For years, Dr. Mark Blackmore and his students have captured and studied mosquitoes in Valdosta and Lowndes County.
It's been going on in some form since 2001, and for the last 12 years we've been doing it in a very uniform way, which really gives us a strong set of data that we can compare what's going on now to what's typical, or find things that are atypical. And so that's, I think, one of the strengths of our program.
The city and county uses the information they receive to better control the mosquito population.
What we do is look at the numbers that come in. We've got some of the traps that's located throughout the city, and we'll look at the numbers, and one of the numbers escalates real high, and what we'll do is send out a truck to do some extra additional spraying.
The research is also helpful for public health to inform residents if there are any mosquito-borne diseases in the area.
Viruses that are potentially important for human health or veterinary health. And so the beginning of this program was when West Nile virus first showed up here in South Georgia in 2001. And we have had Eastern equine encephalitis virus here since time immemorial. And that's one that this particular time of year we're very concerned about. So we see sort of a seasonality with these, where the Eastern equine encephalitis, which I'm just going to call triple E to make it a little less of a mouthful, but triple E is something that we see typically in the early summer, and then in the late summer, in August and September, is when we see more West Nile virus. The purpose of the whole program, the surveillance program, is to get out ahead of these diseases and find them before they become problems and make people sick, make our livestock sick.
For more information on the program, contact the Department of Biology at VSU at 229-333-5759.
Earlier this year, the Public Works Department for the City of Valdosta made a change in how the local right-of-ways are maintained. Despite outsourcing for Saturday work in the past, the city's right-of-ways will now be cared for by the employees at Public Works.
We come to some of the employees that's out doing it now and ask them how would they think or how they feel about coming in on a Saturday and doing a little bit. And we looked at that, and we had a good bit of them wanted, they volunteered, yeah, I'll come out and do it.
This handful of employees will receive overtime for their weekend work.
I have about 3 to 5 employees, and they'll come out and they'll work out there on the thoroughfares, getting everything coming through town looking real nice.
Not only does this change give employees extra hours, but it will help keep them safe by working in the mornings when there is less traffic.
Because on weekends, they sleep in on Saturdays, so there's less traffic, because a lot of the areas that we maintain are in high traffic areas. And by doing this, it's another added benefit for us, looking at safety by coming in a little earlier and doing it in that form as well.
For more information, please contact the Public Works Department. at 229-259-3585.
The Valdosta Fire Department has spent several weeks working with Valdosta State University exercise physiology students, studying the effects of their work.
So what we're doing is we've got several different firefighters with a heart rate monitor on, and we're testing and looking at what our heart rates are before you go in, while you're in there, and then when you come out. So just because we know there is an increase in heart rate whenever you're exposed to heat. Some of our other ones have these pills. They check your core temperature, because I know core temperature is the most accurate temperature, so we're looking at that to determine how they're reacting to the heat as well as their equipment that they're wearing.
The students appreciate the opportunity to work with our local first responders to hone their trade.
It gives me a better understanding of all of the fields in exercise physiology because they all do tie in together. I also have friends and family members that are police officers, that are firemen, and so it actually gives me an outlook on what's happening on their jobs and how to help protect them from these stressors that can make their jobs harder but can also hurt them in the long run, so keeping them safe.
Chief Broom says learning this information may give his firefighters a second thought when they are asked to rehab while working a scene.
We're still firefighters, so we still hate to be told no, we still hate to be told to leave the building. But I think this will wake them up sometime when they can actually see the numbers and really see how hot their core temperature got. I think it will.
For more information, contact the Valdosta Fire Department. At the June 21st City Council meeting, the FY 2019 budget was approved by Mayor and Council. The balanced budget is also delivered with no property tax increase.
It's pretty much a continuation budget. My personal philosophy is even when, as the economy is going into an upturn, we're going to continue to budget as if it was not. We'll always budget very conservatively here at the City of Valdosta.
The budget includes systematic vehicle replacement for city departments and a 2% cost of living increase raise for city employees.
We do have a 2% cost of living in there for all of our employees, whether you're a career employee or part-time. Our employees are hardworking, dedicated to the citizens of Valdosta, and they definitely deserve a 2.5% cost of living increase.
Despite the spike in the economy, the budget only has a slight increase from the previous year.
$114,000 from the prior year. Most of that being the 2% cost of living for our employees, because this is pretty much a follow-through budget from last year, to be honest with you. We do see an uptick in the economy, but we still budget very conservatively even given that, and hopefully we'll continue to see the upturn in our economy and we'll budget accordingly.
For more information, visit valdostacity.com/budgeting.
Hey everybody, it's going to be just plain hot out there. So stay cool in your abode and keep your eyes on the road when you're traveling. Hey, celebrate this weekend a lot.
Every year, almost 40 children die of heat stroke after being forgotten in a vehicle. In 70-degree weather, it takes only minutes for the inside of a car to heat up like an oven. At 104 degrees, heat stroke begins, followed by loss of consciousness.
Yeah. Should go an hour and a half or so.
Leave without your child, live without them forever. Look before you lock. Brought to you by Kids in Cars.
Okay. How was work today? Good, good. Mine was okay. It was just busy. Uh-oh. Hey, I'm being pulled over. I have no idea. I wasn't speeding. I have no idea why I'm being stopped. It's the Valdosta police, I think. Yep. Huh. I have no idea why she's stopping me.
Hey, officer, can I help you?
Yes, sir. I'm Officer Gorsuth with the Valdosta Police Department. I stopped you today because as of July 1st, Georgia enacted a hands-free law. That means that you cannot have your phone in your hand while you are driving.
I did not know that.
Yes, sir, I understand. We'll be issuing warnings to begin with to let drivers know, and then if it continues to be a problem, we would issue citations. But if you do need to use it, send a text, make a phone call, you do need to pull over into a parking lot, not just on the right-of-way of the road, to actually use your phone.
Well, thank you, though.
Yes, sir. May I see your license, please?
Welcome back to City Focus. We have Daryl Lester from the Valdosta Police Department and Derek Willis from the Valdosta Fire Department, two of our first responders here in Valdosta, and they're here to encourage everybody to come out to the Guns versus Hoses Battle of the Badges blood drive, which is going to be on July 26th. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
After several years of having this event, why do you guys think it's so important that we continue to do this event as firefighters or as police officers?
Well, first of all, this the whole reasoning for it is very important for the simple fact, as far as the blood drive, even though it's a friendly competition, between the two departments, but to have that blood supply when needed is vital. And we're talking about life or death. So we encourage everyone to come out and to donate the blood if at all possible.
We put ourselves in harm's way every day, and we always want to give back to our community. And another way for us to give back to our community is this blood drive. It saves people's lives every day, and it's another way for us to be able to help somebody out in our community.
Now, the last couple of years, the fire department and the police department have continued to come out and do this, but the first year there was a lot of excitement, and the numbers have gone down a little bit. You guys have come out, but the general public haven't come out as well as the first couple of years. What do you say to get those people to come out and give blood on that day?
Well, I think just this forum alone, just to encourage people into it and let people know how vital it is to come and donate that blood, because what you don't want to do is need it and don't have it. So if we can donate the blood and have it readily available, it's just important to have it when needed.
There's people all the time when we go around and say, thank you for your service. Thanks for doing this. This is another way for you to come and say thank you. We're going to be there. We're going to be having a good time. We're going to give blood. All of us at the fire service try to give blood except for the guys on shift. They're unable to give blood because they're working. And they're there to respond to anything that happens. It's enough time to come out there, say, hey, thank you for supporting us and being here and protecting our community. At the same time, we got Sam's this year and Pepsi this year. We're going to be grilling hamburgers and hot dogs to anybody that comes and donates. So we're just trying to make it better.
Okay. Now, this is also a competition. The last couple of years, the fire department has won that competition. Daryl, what's the police department going to do to change that this year?
Well, first of all, I'd like to let Lieutenant Willis know that this year, Valdosta Department will win it. Okay, I think in the last couple of years, I think Lieutenant Willis has changed the date on us and didn't let us know. So that's the reason for us not turning out in the masses. No, but seriously though, we definitely want to encourage everyone to come out. We're trying to get as many officers as possible to come out, and I'm pretty sure that, the fire department is doing the same, because even though it's a friendly competition, the main goal is to have for people to donate blood.
Okay. And what's the fire department going to do to make sure they win
We're going to make sure that all the donut stores are closed that day, so they can't get any before they come, get their sugar levels up. We have such two great departments that we work for, and just to come together as one to try to make this happen is a good time and a fun time. City Hall Annex multi-purpose building every year. Like I said earlier, we've won the last 2 years because we are the fire department. We are the best. But first year we allowed the police department to win so they would stay involved in it. So now they're just trying to catch up to us.
Gotcha. Now, once again, the blood drive is at the City Hall Annex multi-purpose room from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Once again, you said we're having lunch, so everybody is everybody's going to be provided lunch by Sam's is sponsoring the event.
Club and Pepsi, and I'll be one of the grillers.
Okay. We're inviting everyone to come out to the blood drive, please. July 26th at the City Hall Annex multi-purpose room. You can go to the redcross.org/rapidpass to go ahead and set your appointment and You can do all of that paperwork early before you get there and use the sponsor code CityVal, and we'll be back right here on City Focus.
Wait, I'm supposed to pick up bread and milk? Okay.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sir, do you know that distracted driving, such as using your phone in your hand while driving, is the leading cause of traffic deaths in the state of Georgia?
I do now.
If you can't make it to the Guns vs. Hoses blood drive, the local Red Cross is encouraging residents to give blood at another time during the summer. This is a critical time to give blood at the beginning of hurricane season before a disaster happens.
O positive is like a universal. AB is also, so we're just trying to encourage everybody to donate and give the gift of life. We have several opportunities coming up this summer for people to be able to either host, participate, or sponsor a blood drive. Factor that people need to consider when donating blood is during disaster times, and we are in hurricane season, and sometimes when massive operations take place, it cuts off the blood drives. Blood drives are affected and they are canceled. In the last couple of years during the two intense hurricane season, nearly 3,000 drives were canceled. And so what we try to encourage people to do also is to donate blood ahead of time. Wanting to try to line up, you know, and try to donate at the time that a disaster situation is happening. It's well-intentioned, but sometimes it's the donations that are done ahead of time that really matter the most because the supply will already be there.
For more information, contact the American Red Cross.
There. Heard about the scarecrow who won an award? He was outstanding in his field.
The City of Valdosta's Neighborhood Development Division, City Council members, and the Mayor recently accepted the Bronze Cornerstone Community Award for the city's Great Promise Partnership Program. The award was received on June 25th at the Georgia Municipal Association Annual Convention in Savannah. Valdosta GPP students work full-time in several city departments during July and part-time during the fall and spring semesters around their school schedules. They gain real-world experience and job training while also earning a paycheck. Valdosta was one of the first municipalities in Georgia to participate in the statewide initiative. For more information, contact Neighborhood Development at 229-671-3617.
This summer, get ready to dine in downtown Valdosta during the 2018 Restaurant Week. July 16th through 21st marks a week full of food and good times, as you can enjoy a different meal at a variety of downtown restaurants. The week begins Monday, July 16th, with the Taste of Downtown. Wristbands will be sold at the Patterson, which will grant you access to the event, beginning at 5 p.m. For the rest of the week, enjoy 5 days of lunch and dinner at downtown's finest. In addition, ask your server for the Restaurant Week menu and receive a 3-course prix-fixe meal.
Everybody likes food, and this is a celebration of food. So come down. Taste of Downtown is probably your best snapshot of all of the restaurants because they're each there doing something that they specialize in, and they will usually have their Restaurant Week menus. So if you want to come and take the Taste of Downtown in and then check out the different restaurants and what they have to offer and what's going on the rest of the week, come down another day if you're doing lunch, or bring your husband or wife down for dinner. It's just a fun week.
Don't forget to show off your meals and the good times by using the hashtag RestaurantWeekDVLD.
On August 4th, the Neighborhood Development Division is hosting a back-to-school community block party. The event is being held at Drexel Park from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. All school-aged children in the city of Valdosta and Lowndes County are welcome to come out to this community-wide back-to-school block party. Guests will have the opportunity to get school supplies, free health screenings, and haircuts provided by local businesses and other organizations. Supplies are on a first-come, first-served basis. Please pre-register at communitybacktoschool.com. For more information or to find out how you can get involved, call the Neighborhood Development Division at 229-671-3617.
Hello? Right. How are you?
Sir, did you know that there are mounted devices such as this that can let you use your phone wirelessly to still be in compliance with the Georgia hands-free law?
I do now.
The Valdosta Police Department has gained 3 new officers. Jason Louie, Sean Luke, and Robert Smith were sworn in at a ceremony on June 29th at the Valdosta Police Department. After graduating the police academy, the new officers will go into field training before being allowed to work on their own. The group has created a bond as they went through the process of becoming an officer together.
It was good. I mean, we're going to back each other up as much as we can. You ride every day, 5:30 in the morning, go up to Tifton, go to the police academy. You work all day and drive home. And you still have to study and prepare for the next day. We're running 3-4 days a week. We're exercising every morning, either push-ups, something like that. So, I mean, you build a lot going on there. It's a good brotherhood going on there. It's been a long road here. I started with Citizens Police Academy in 2016, and now here I am officially sworn in for the Valdosta Police Department.
For more information on how you can become an officer, contact the Valdosta Police Department. Now let's take a look at what's taking place in the city in the coming weeks. July 3rd, Zoning Board of Appeals meeting, 2:30 at the City Hall Annex Multipurpose Room. July 3rd, Valdosta City Council work session, 5:30 in Council Chambers. July 4th, 4th of July holiday, city offices will be closed. Garbage will be sanitation only. July 5th, Valdosta City Council meeting, 5:30 in Council Chambers. July 6th, first Friday beginning at 6 p.m. in downtown Valdosta. July 9th, Valdosta Historic Preservation Commission meeting, 5:30 in the City Hall Annex Multipurpose Room. July 10th, Central Valdosta Development Authority Board meeting, 5 p.m. in the City Hall Annex Multipurpose Room. July 11th, last day to vote in Valdosta's People's Choice Photo Contest at the Annette Howell Turner Center for the Arts. July 16th, Valdosta Housing Authority meeting, 12 p.m. at 610 East Ann Street. July 16th, Taste of Downtown, 5 p.m. at the Patterson, which begins Downtown Restaurant Week until July 21st. To stay informed of what's happening in the city, sign up for the weekly e-news blast at valdostacity.com/public-information. Residents can report issues that they see in the city by downloading the Valdosta Click and Fix app in the App Store or Google Play. Whether it's a pothole or a malfunctioning traffic light, you can report it just by using the app. This concludes another edition of City Focus. Be sure to visit our website, valdostacity.com. Like us on Facebook, Valdosta City Without Limits. Also like our Valdosta Youth Council page. Follow us on Twitter at City of Valdosta and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Metro 17 Valdosta, to watch City Focus on demand. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time here on City Focus.